Well, it is time now to check in with Toby Shapshak for the latest on all things tech. Good morning, Toby. So, non-fungible tokens are suddenly all the rage. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey auctioned his first tweet for $2.5 million US. What's that all about?
Well, it's the latest blockchain-related technology innovation. And what the idea is that, just to explain what a non-fungible token is, a token is something on the blockchain. A token represents something else. Fungible means that you can swap something for something else of the same nature. So you could swap one bar of soap for another bar of soap. Non-fungible means you can't swap it. So what you're doing is you're buying the actual token on a blockchain that represents the ownership of something digital. And in this case, a tweet. South African artists have gotten on it because artists themselves are having a bit of a run of good fortune, some kind of mediocre art being sold for huge amounts of money, $69 million last week. Something was sold by an artist called Beeple, who's now said, they're worried about it. But non-fungible tokens are just the latest craze for how to use things on the blockchain. And it's really fascinating because people are starting to understand what the blockchain can do for society. Of course, it's linked to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's hit another high. It's about 800 and something thousand rand for a Bitcoin. It was 140,000 rand this time last year. But it lets people participate in this new technology and how it works. And more than anything else, the artists are getting paid. I'm really thrilled that artists are getting some kind of money for their artwork. So if people are prepared to pay millions of dollars for things, and the funny thing is that you can copy it. A digital artwork can be copied. The actual JPEG that is the artwork is what's owned. And it kind of tells us where we may ultimately get to in terms of art. I buy art, I put it in a frame and I hang it on the wall. Maybe art in the future is going to be a digital pixel that we own or a first tweet that you own. It's a very interesting dynamic, and I'm just thrilled that the artists are getting some cash in the bank.
All right, and Microsoft is considering buying Discord for more than $10 billion. I don't even know what Discord is. What is that?
Well, you're not a gamer, you see. If you were a gamer, Discord is basically WhatsApp for gamers. You can do text chatting, you can make phone calls. It works very much. It's more like Telegram. You can have channels. You can have, we have Stuff has a gaming show called Stuff Plays, a gaming division, I should say, and we have a Twitch channel, and people watch it on Twitch, but then they comment on Discord. Discord is the important communication mechanism, and it's a great play by Microsoft. I think it's very clever of them. They obviously have the Xbox division, their gaming division. They're one of the two great console makers. If they buy the app that everybody's using, I assume they think that it will feed into more people buying Xboxes. But more than anything else, as they've shown with the purchase of Skype, which we're using right now, Microsoft has a very clever way of integrating that into all of their other software. They bought Skype, they bought a whole bunch of messenger apps. They've got this brilliant OneDrive, and all of a sudden you have this amazing piece of software called Teams that has probably been the biggest technology application or program or platform through COVID, because it doesn't matter if two people are sitting in an office in a building or if they're each sitting in their home office. Teams has just made it possible for people to work wherever they are in groups online, and it's really fantastic. So, maybe we'll have a Discord Teams channel, who knows. But finally, because they've just arrived, I just want to show you, these fantastic new Under Armour Flow Infinity shoes. I mean, They just really are absolutely fantastic. They weigh next to nothing. They've got a Bluetooth chip in them so they can monitor your cadence and how you run. And they come in this delightfully bright white pink color, so no cars can hit you while you're running. Very clever. I like to see the interesting things Under Armour is doing. Of course, they are the people who are making the space suits, I suppose, space tracksuits for Virgin Galactic. So, you've got to get stuff into space. The less weight you have, the better. I can see astronauts, going for a jog in space wearing these.